Hi friends, welcome to my channel Renu's Chat and Talk. If you are new, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my video with your friends and family. We are doing the parts of speech adverbs and we have started we have finished types of adverbs and formation adverbs. We are doing formation of adverbs. Actually, we completed in that 8 patterns of formations, and today we look at the ninth one. Okay, what is that? Some adverbs have same form and adjectives. What do you mean by this? Some adverbs means there are certain words which are used as adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so we should not get confused which are where we are using them as an adjectives and where we are using them as adverbs. Okay, then those words are early, fast, hard, high, late, near, direct, right, little, some other words. Okay, some more words. Just look at the example so that you will understand in a better way. Iron is a hard metal. He works hard. Okay, iron is a hard metal. He works hard. Here we are using hard in both the sentences. If look at the first sentence. Iron is a hard metal. First of all, metal is noun and hard is talking about noun. So hard becomes adjective, isn't it? This is noun. So hard becomes an adjective. So here hard we are using it as an adjective, isn't it? How is that metal? It is very hard. That metal you are describing, it is a hard metal. So it becomes here the hard is adjective. He works hard. How does he work? He works hard. And here it is talking about action. It is talking, this word is talking about not the person, it is talking about the action word work. How does he work? He works hard. So here it becomes an adverb. That is the difference. An adjective by definition, you all know that it describes a noun or pronoun. It is a describing word. Whereas adverb is the one which adds something to the verb or adjective or another adverb. So here it is adding something to that. It is modifying the verb, isn't it? That's why we call it as an adverb. So see the difference. In first case it is an adjective, same word hard only, but in second case it is adverb. Similarly, you look at high. We saw many high buildings. We saw many high buildings. Again, building a noun and it is talking about high buildings. It is describing how the buildings are. High buildings. So here it becomes an adjective. Whereas, look at the second example. The bird flew high in the sky. It is talking about flying of the bird. How it flew very high in the sky. So whenever it is talking about the action word, then it automatically becomes adverb. So fly in high in first case is adjective. High buildings, it is talking about buildings, whereas in second case it is talking about flew high. It is talking about action word fly, hence it becomes adverb. Similarly, he is an early riser. He is an early riser. Riser again person noun and then early is talking about the person. So it becomes adjective, whereas he always gets up early. In the second case, it is an adverb. He always gets up early. When does he get up? He gets up early. He always gets up early. So here early is talking about the action word getting up. So it becomes adverb. See, so the same words which are used as adjectives and adverbs. You can take another example like late. You can take he's a late comer. He's a late comer. He always comes late. He's a late comer. Late comer, there it is an adjective. He always comes late. There it is an adverb. Similarly, you can say fast. He's a fast bowler. Isn't it? He's a fast bowler or fast. He runs fast. He's a fast bowler. He runs fast. Like that. Direct also. It is a direct train. He came here direct. He came here direct. This is a direct train. From here to there, it is a direct train. Train, noun, so direct becomes an adjective, whereas he came here direct. He came direct. So another direct is adverb. Like that, we can use these words and some more words also there. You just find out and try to give the example so that you can understand in a better way. With this we have completed formation of adverbs, and today we do position of adverbs, where the adverbs are placed at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, where the adverb, what is the position of adverbs. So the position of adverbs. First one we use after the verb. Okay, when do we use these adverbs? Immediately after the verb. He speaks clearly. He speaks clearly. So this is verb and this is adverb. Here we are using immediately after the verb. He speaks clearly. She writes neatly. He runs fast. He plays well, like that. He works hard. So it is placed, adverb is placed after the verb in these cases. Whereas in second one, look at this. When there is an object, an adverb is placed after the verb and object. After the verb and object, adverb is placed when there is an object in the sentence. So I read the book quickly. I read the book quickly. Read is verb and book is an object and quickly is an adverb. So whenever there is an object, what is the position? Verb first, then object, then adverb. He read the book quickly. He read quickly the book. Wrong. He read the book quickly. So the position we have to take in this way. Here first case only, just immediately we are placing the adverb after the verb. Here we are placing the adverb after verb and object is there. So verb plus object plus adverb, that is the position. I read the book quickly. She speaks English fluently. She speaks fluently English. Wrong. She speaks English fluently. He plays cricket well. He plays cricket very well. Okay, like that you have to use. So the verb, then object, then the position of adverb you have to place. Then third one, at the beginning of the sentence itself, we are using adverb. At the beginning of the sentence only we are using. Unfortunately, a very serious accident occurred. Unfortunately, again it is an adverb and we are using in the beginning only. Unfortunately, an incident took place. A serious accident occurred. Quickly, he changed his opinion. Quickly, unfortunately, suddenly she fell on the road. Suddenly something happened. Suddenly, at the beginning only we use at that time. So at the beginning of the sentence we are using the adverbs to talk about these adverbs. They talk about how the incident took place. Unfortunately, suddenly, quickly. Okay, even fortunately, luckily they won the match. Luckily, no one was killed in the accident. Luckily, no one was killed in the mishap or accident. Okay, so at the beginning of sentence. Adverbs of frequency. Whenever adverbs of frequency are used, where do you place them? Adverbs of frequency usually placed before the verbs. Whenever you are using adverbs of frequency, like always, ever, never, and then rarely, sometimes, all these adverbs of frequency, where do we place? Usually placed before the verb, like he always goes to temple. So this is goes is verb and adverb always is placed before the verb. Okay, it is placed before the verb. She never comes late. Comes again, here it is verb and never is placed before the verb. So adverbs of frequency, in three forms we use. First, it is placed before the verb. He always goes to temple. She regularly goes to school. She regularly goes to school. She regularly. He always goes to temple. She never comes late. So here we are using before the verb. Sometimes after, and in the other case, we are using these adverbs of frequency after the be form. After the be form. Again, do you remember the be forms? Is, am, are, was, were. Okay, he is always late. So here it is the be form and we are using after the be form. So after the be form we are using. We don't say he always is late. He always is late. Wrong. He is always late. So be form is whenever we are using, we use these adverbs of frequency after the be form. He is always late. She was rarely absent. She was rarely absent. So after the be form, we are using. Then whenever there is an auxiliary verb and main verb is there, then between the auxiliary and main verb we use these adverbs of frequency. Where do we use? Between the auxiliary verb and main verb. Like we have already eaten our dinner. Have and eaten. Auxiliary verb, main verb, and in between the two we are using already. This is an adverb. We have already eaten. So between auxiliary verb and main verb, we are using the adverbs of frequency. We have already eaten our dinner. They have never been to Canada. Have and been. Auxiliary verb, main verb, and in between they have never been to Canada. They never have been to Canada. Wrong. Or we already have eaten. We already have eaten dinner. That is also wrong. So whenever auxiliary and main verbs are there, in between the auxiliary and main verb, we use these adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. At the end of a sentence also, we use the adverbs at the end of the sentence. He goes to school daily. Mostly adverbs of time we use at the end of the sentence. Like he will come tomorrow. It may rain tonight. It may rain tonight. So mostly we use at the end of the sentence. Okay, the adverbs we, in this cases we use like adverbs of time, especially we use at the end of the sentence. Then sometimes they are placed before an adjective or an adverb. The adverbs are placed before an adjective or another adverb. She is fairly tall. She is fairly tall. Tall is an adjective, so before that it is an adverb. This is an adjective. Tall is an adjective, fairly tall. This story is quite interesting. The story is interesting. Adjective. Quite interesting. We are adding something. Okay, then quite becomes an adverb. He plays very well. Well is adverb, and again, very is talking about another adverb. Okay, you are too weak in English. Too weak in English. Weak is an adjective. Too is talking about an adverb. So it is placed. So in this case, what is the position of adverbs? They are placed before adjectives or another adverbs. He runs very fast. Fast adverb. So before that, we are using very. Okay, so these are all about the talking about the position of adverbs. With this, I'll wind up the session. I'll be back soon. Thank you for watching my video.